Hi, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to move to the next step. So we loaded the data using in the bronze layer. We did programmatically using Spark, by Spark. We're going to do the same. We're going to move the data to the next layer, which is the silver layer. If you remember from the lessons about the Mendelian architecture, silver layer is a much cleaner version of the bronze layer. It's the data in the silver layer should have a certain data qualities, maybe without nulls, maybe data that in a good shape, good format, unify the dates. For example, if you have a table with a like a date format in the like month, day, year, and another table that has day, month, year, maybe you can unify the formats for all of them to be like day, month, year, for example. This is all what we call data refinement or data cleansing or data, putting the data in a good shape or applying quality rules. It's all the same thing. Moving your data from bronze to silver means that your quality has enhanced in the second layer. So let's do that with our table Titanic bronze. We already loaded it as a bronze layer. We're gonna move it now to the silver layer. How we do that? So we're gonna create a notebook. So go to my workspace, go to my home, and then click here, create. I'm gonna create a notebook. So I'm gonna create Titanic silver. I'm gonna actually make it as a Python, as a SQL this time. So I'm gonna create. So we're gonna have now a notebook that you can write Python, SQL all along. If you wanted to write Python, then you can, put a magic command for Python. So let's first select, or actually use database Titanic. That means all the commands in this notebook will be for this database Titanic. I don't have to write database every single time. So now I'm using database. Select, let's try select the asterisk from, if you press the tab, you'll see the tables loaded to you. So train bronze, limit, maybe 10 records will be enough. So run. Sorry, from twice. Yeah, one from is enough. So now you have the table loaded here, only 10 records. That's fine. Now let's actually profile distance. So let's remove the limit here. Let's profile this table and see what's going on with this. So we're gonna click here and see data profile. And data profile will basically generate some useful information about this too. I want to know what kind of quality, a higher level quality silver would look. Let's take a look. So here you have all the columns in this record, in this table. Oh, I noticed that the age have 19% missing data, right? Now, let's say there could be several ways to deal with this problem. You could fill in the age with the median age, for example, or the average age. Or you could just drop this rule. It depends on your business rules. What the business says in this case is does the business accept an age with a null value or it doesn't? If it doesn't, then what is the suggestion from the business? Should we completely drop the row or put some random value or a computed value like a median or an average or a mood, whatever the value. Let's say my business say, okay, if there is a record with a null age, I don't need this record at all. And that is a higher quality data than the data that has age with a null value. So my silver table, in my case, is a table that doesn't have age with null values. So let's do that. So basically, when I create a silver table out of the bronze table that doesn't have a value. So we're gonna do that. Create, gonna create table. Let's say Titanic underscore silver as select asterisk from Titanic underscore bronze where age is not null. That's all I'm gonna do. Just creating the table silver from the Titanic where age is not null. Pretty simple. So I'm gonna just click shift and enter and then run. So now there is table view Titanic, I think. Sorry, it's called train. Yeah, I should call it train silver. It's good to know. So train silver as from train bronze. Yeah, I should call the table train silver, not Titanic silver. Yeah, so I'm just running again. Now this should create the table train silver out of the train bronze. Now we wrote the table, let's check it out here. You should see now train bronze, train silver. Now the train silver now doesn't have a table. Now, if you want to load a data frame out of this table, the command is simple data frame, but remember this is Python, so I'm going to switch magic command Python, because this notebook is SQL. It expects everything is a SQL unless you put a magic command at the top that says, no, this cell specifically, I wanted to write Python. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm saying this cell is Python. You can also double check here. It's a Python here. So I'm going to say df equal data frame equal spark dot read dot table. I'm going to just pass the train underscore silver. It's going to do the same thing, right? So you got your data frame. You can actually use the display function from Databricks. It's a built-in function to display a data frame as a table on the screen. So you got your data here. It's exactly the same thing, right? I also noticed some cabin was null. Maybe my quality rule says, okay, if there is a cabin that has a null value, I should also drop it. Or basically, this is really irrelevant column. Maybe you should drop this column, right? And you can do that as well. There are several ways how you can define your table. So this is the second step. We created the Titanic silver layer out of the Titanic train bronze layer. So all we're gonna do is save it now. So we have now the table already there. So we have two tables: Titanic bronze, Titanic silver, and then that's pretty much it for the time being. So see you in the next lesson.